Hey there, welcome to Getting Started with Soapbox Engage User Integration. What we'll do in this brief video is touch on 5 key areas that you should be aware of as you work with your new user integration for Soapbox Engage. First area, this is actually an optional one, but it allows you to get the absolute most out of the integration between Soapbox Engage and Salesforce. And what that is the creation of 3 custom fields on the contact object in your Salesforce instance. We've added them here in our demo instance and put them under a new section of the page layout called Soapbox User Integration. You could do it like this if you wish, or whatever way you think is best for your users. The 3 fields you'll note are last login, which tracks the, as you might imagine, date of the last login by this particular contact's Soapbox Engage user account. We've got a field that can block this user from being able to log in to Soapbox Engage. And we have a field called user group that determines exactly that, what user group or access level this person should have in Soapbox Engage. Now there's a lot more that goes into this, but if you click on the link for number 1 below this video on the Getting Started page, you'll have all the details you need to work through adding these fields to Salesforce and understanding potential uses for them. Second area, with the addition of your user integration comes a tweak to your experience as an administrator within Soapbox Engage. So here we have an example of a site that does not have user integration. We've got the event pages, donation pages, all of the different modules associated with the apps installed for this Engage site. We've got the right-hand column with the expandable, contractible modules that let you adjust other parameters related to your Soapbox Engage site. And then we've got the main navigation here, which just replicate those links to the different apps that we see below. With user integration, we've got those same elements to the left and right in the main content area, but the navigation has expanded substantially. What this allows for is a lot of ways to manage the user experience for folks that are coming to your Soapbox Engage site. What we're going to focus on in this Getting Started video is just one element. That's mousing over components, going to Salesforce Dashboard, and then User Manager. That brings us to number 3 in our brief tour of your new user integration functionality within Soapbox Engage, and that's the User Manager. The User Manager has a number of different parameters that you can customize, different messages, different emails that can be sent to administrators. All of that is available for further review within various knowledge base articles within this forum. What we want to focus on is the Registration Options tab, because this is going to be the biggest, most critical decision that you make with your user integration. And that is this field right here. Allow only existing contacts to register. You can select No if you want anyone to come and register for a user account with your Soapbox Engage site. Or you can select Yes if you want to restrict it so only people who have contact records with a matching email address to the one given by the person attempting to register will be granted a user account. So that is far and away the biggest decision that you have to make. For more details on this, check out our knowledge base forum for user integration. The fourth thing that we have to touch on is that your Soapbox Engage user integration comes with 2 default links. One is register, one is login. And you have the ability to customize various elements of what happens at those pages. That includes the text, that shows to the end user when they access those links, and then what happens when somebody logs in, logs out, registers, essentially what URL they're taken to. For more on this, just go down to number 4 in our list below this video and click the hyperlink to the knowledge base article that discusses customizing registration and login links. Last thing to touch on, our 5th item, is an overview of the app-specific features that are available now that you have Salesforce user integration. There is expanded capabilities that each app has now that you've got that user integration. Most of the time, folks are looking to use user integration along with the Directories app, which allows you to show or hide various information from Salesforce based on whether or not it's associated with the individual's contact ID who's logged into the site. You can also allow for editing of records within Salesforce and a number of other options in directories, but each and every one of the apps, aside from petitions, allows for expanded functionality with the user integration. So we'd suggest that you peruse this list of functionality and then check out the hyperlinks to the different articles that explain more how you can implement that functionality.